What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to another super exciting Liverpool transfer news video because Florian Wirtz to Liverpool transfer deal is getting closer and closer to being completed. The agreement is very close to being done and various journalists reports will be included in this, and also major transfer updates on Jeremy Frimpong's imminent deal to Liverpool, and Arne Slot won some prestigious awards as well, so we will talk about all that. But first, let me say again, my thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to all the families and everybody who has been affected by the tragedy that occurred during the parade. We got some update from the Merseyside police, and James Pearce shared this, that only 11 people are still in hospital because of the incident. 50 people got injured in total. A 53-year-old man was arrested and he was on the influence of drugs when he drove into the crowd, which is a terrible incident, and my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected, and we will have more updates on that story at the end of this video. Let's talk about Florian Wirtz now. Florian Wirtz has shared that negotiations between Liverpool and Leverkusen about Wirtz are very well progressing positively and at full speed. Both teams are aiming for a quick agreement. Wirtz is waiting for the green light to travel to Liverpool for a medical, and that's absolutely brilliant news, and it's in Florian Wirtz's interest, of course, to get this done quickly, so before he arrives to the German national team training camp on like June the 2nd or June the 3rd. We should have this wrapped up until then, because he doesn't want to face questions from the media about his future, and of course it serves the interest of Liverpool to get this done quickly, and the interests of Leverkusen as well, because Leverkusen then can look for replacements for Florian Wirtz with the money that Liverpool are paying for him. And Fabrizio has also shared that Liverpool are working hard to get the Florian Wirtz deal done, and it won't take too long. Liverpool and Leverkusen are discussing the bonuses and the details of the deal. The expectation remains for the deal to be completed, and it should be completed very soon. Fabrizio also shared this in a video form, that Liverpool remain in active, positive talks to get the Florian Wirtz deal done, which is very exciting. So Fabrizio said, "Let me clarify that the conversations for Florian Wirtz to Liverpool continue. The negotiations," he confirmed, "are active, they are developing. Liverpool are working very hard to get this Florian Wirtz deal done and over the line." And so Fabrizio was very clear about where this deal is heading, where the trajectory of the deal is. Agreement with the player done, conversations on the way with Bayer Leverkusen ironed out, so the details are being ironed out. The conversations are on the way with Bayer Leverkusen, and the agreement with the player is almost okay as well. So Florian Wirtz has already agreed personal terms with Liverpool, and now Liverpool are locked in discussions with Leverkusen to just hash out all the details of this deal. There is a clear level of optimism from those involved in the process. That's the message coming from those close to the deal. My expectation remains for this deal to be completed for Florian Wirtz to Liverpool, which is absolutely fantastic news. By the way, if you are happy about this news, just leave a like on this video and let me know which country are you watching from. I got so many amazing comments of you guys watching from all over the world, and I'm really grateful and happy that you guys are here enjoying these Liverpool transfer news video, and we built a nice little community here. If you want to support me and my channel further, I do this for passion, but also I do this for a living. You can support me on Patreon, link is in the video's description. And Fabrizio also referenced another active Liverpool target, Milos Kerkez, even though right now the focus is on Wirtz to get that deal done as quick as possible. Fabrizio made clear that Liverpool are working on the Milos Kerkez deal simultaneously as well. Liverpool have enough people to work on multiple deals at the same time. So this dual track approach hints at a busy transfer window ahead for manager Arne Slot, and it also underlines Liverpool's ambition and intent to finalize key business as early as possible, particularly when it comes to players with long-term potential like Florian Wirtz. And recently it was revealed as well that Liverpool have been tracking Florian Wirtz since 2020. So 5 years we have scouted him, we have tracked him, we have watched him extensively, we talked with his family, with his agent, with his entourage. So we have been in direct contact with the Florian Wirtz family for years. And Fabrizio Romano's report was definitive that Liverpool are discussing about bonuses, they are discussing about all the details of the transfer deal with Leverkusen, all the add-ons. So this is not just interest, this is now a hard negotiation with Leverkusen. And Fabrizio Romano concluded that this won't take too long, so it won't take weeks and weeks and weeks to get this deal done. Hopefully, if all parties remain aligned, then an official agreement could be reached soon. I can't wait for that. Here we go by Fabrizio Romano that we will get the Florian Wirtz transfer to Liverpool done and dusted. And it's just the question is now how quickly this deal can be done, how quickly Liverpool and Leverkusen can agree on the exact structure of the deal. But what is clear is that Arne Slot wants Florian Wirtz to be the key piece in his new Liverpool blueprint. And what a player to build your next Liverpool team around. What a fantastic, magnificent talent. I'm sure you have watched YouTube compilations and Twitter compilations, montages of Florian Wirtz and his goals, his assists, his dribbling. He's an absolutely sensational, world-class, exciting player that will give us so much joy and so much happiness and so much excitement watching him week in, week out. It's a mouth-watering prospect. The Salah, Wirtz, Diaz or Salah, Wirtz, Gakpo front line with Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch behind them as a midfield. That is another title-winning lineup in my opinion. Or a potential title-winning lineup. Don't want to jump too early, but there was a fan theory going around by Liverpool fan Nicolas Bieber, who has been tracking planes on Twitter. You know, that's what Liverpool fans do, and I'm sure other fan bases do as well. They track vans and planes and trains and buses where potential new Liverpool transfer targets are arriving into England. So he's tracking the planes, and it was reported by Sky Sports that Jeremy Frimpong is on a private plane that landed in Liverpool. And Bieber noticed that that same private plane is heading to Cologne on Wednesday, so today. And at the same time, a private jet will leave Corsica to Cologne. Can you guess it? Florian Wirtz is on holiday in Corsica. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce that, but the bottom line is it's too much of a coincidence, and I don't believe in coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. You just maybe don't know the reason yet. You will find out in the future. So from Corsica, a private plane going to Cologne, and from Liverpool, that private plane that brought Frimpong to Liverpool from Germany is going back to Cologne today, so that's too much of a coincidence. And Cologne is, yes, you guessed it right, the nearest airport to Leverkusen, for those wondering what the relevance is. So the plane is clearly used for private flights to Liverpool, and Liverpool have a private jet that they hire sometimes, or maybe they own it. I'm not sure about the logistics. Probably they hire the private jet when it's needed to bring back players from South American duty, or to bring back potential new transfers to Liverpool. That private plane is going to touch down twice in Liverpool in 2 days, and it also happens to be going near Leverkusen and coincides with a private flight from Wirtz's location to his home. You can dot the lines and see what is going on, and that is very, very exciting. So Liverpool are already expecting this deal to be done maybe on Wednesday, or we will just have that private jet there in Cologne. So as soon as the Florian Wirtz transfer is official, I mean the agreement with Leverkusen is official, then Florian Wirtz can just jump on that private plane, fly to Liverpool, get this medical done, and Bob's your uncle, the transfer will be officially announced. Also, Bayern Munich announced a bizarre statement about the Club World Cup after Florian Wirtz snubbed Bayern and chose Liverpool. So Bayern Munich chief executive Jan Christian Dresen has issued a statement underlining Bayern's credential in the wake of missing out on the number one transfer target, Florian Wirtz. He said, much more has been written than spoken. FC Bayern is one of the absolute top clubs in Europe and the world. Our appeal among fans, but also among players, is enormous. The fact that not every player will end up with us is simply part of the package. It's the same for other top clubs. But everyone knows with FC Bayern you can win everything every year. You are involved in every competition. The upcoming Club World Cup is a good example of that. Just look at which clubs are represented there, and most of all, which clubs aren't. The best European clubs are competing there, including FC Bayern. Our appeal, the sporting ambitions and economic power are well known to all top players around the world. And that's just such a funny statement to me, because they are basically just patting themselves on the back. Like, we are great. It doesn't matter if Florian Wirtz rejected Bayern. We are still a great club. We are still a top club. Yes, that's true. But you can sense that they are hurting. They are smarting from this defeat of losing out on Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz will want this transfer all to be completed before heading off for international football in like 3 days time. So at the beginning of June, Florian Wirtz flies to the German national team training camp, so he will want this transfer to get done by then. And also Sky Sports revealed that Jeremy Frimpong arrived in the UK to finalize the Liverpool transfer via a private jet. They even showed the footage of the private jet on the runway, decelerating, slowing down, which Jeremy Frimpong was on it. And it feels already busy at Liverpool in terms of business, but it's only going to get busier. The Mamardashvili deal is already done. He's arriving in Liverpool. The Frimpong transfer is done. He just arrived in England to get his medical. We are in ongoing talks for Kerkez and Florian Wirtz, and those transfers are nearing completion. So already that is 4 potential new transfers for Liverpool getting done, even maybe before the transfer window opens, but certainly in the first few weeks, first 2 weeks of June, these transfers will get done. Still lots of potential for more arrivals and a large amount of outgoings. Of course, Liverpool fans are not used to it, because last summer, remember that we waited until the final week of the transfer window to get the Chiesa transfer done, but apart from that, nobody else was signed. In the end, it worked out perfectly for Arne Slot and for Liverpool. We won the title, but this team definitely can and will be improved by new transfers. And also, I wanted to congratulate to Arne Slot, who wins both the Premier League Manager of the Season, LMA Manager of the Year yesterday, but he pulled out of the awards dinner in London out of solidarity with those affected by Monday's incident in Liverpool. So hats off to Arne Slot, who said that, firstly, I would like to apologize for not being with you tonight. I was looking forward to attending with my family, but a shocking incident took place in Liverpool, one that left dozens of men, women and children who had attended the parade injured, and as a result I have had to withdraw from the event out of solidarity with all those affected. This is not a decision I have taken lightly, but it is one that I feel is absolutely right given the seriousness of the situation. I hope that I have your understanding in this regard. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the wider football community, including the LMA itself, the Premier League, for the support that Liverpool received over the last 24 years. Football is and always should be a game built on rivalry, but it is also a great sport of comradeship, and especially at times like this. If you would indulge me, I would also like to pay tribute to the emergency services, other authorities in Liverpool who swung into action as soon as the incident happened. Thank you to everybody who helped those people in need, because they prevented anybody dying or anybody getting like really critically injured that they can't recover from. And it looks like that's not the case. It looks like everybody will recover, at least physically, from this incident. Mentally, that will take a long time to recover from that for some people. So my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by this tragedy. But Arne Slot also said that, on another note, I'm humbled to be named Premier League Manager of the Season, so thank you to the Premier League Awards panel for selecting me. The main reason I say I'm humbled is that I know the incredibly high standard of the managers in the Premier League. So he's really proud to be the member of the League Managers Association. So it's a true honor to be awarded the Sir Alex Ferguson Trophy for the Manager of the Year award as well. And to be voted the top manager by other managers is also a huge, huge thing. So congratulations to Arne Slot. And this is a great message that everyone enjoy your evening. But if you could join me in keeping those affected by yesterday's events in your thoughts and prayers, it would be very much appreciated, Arne Slot. So that's a great message. I think I just wanted to share that with you. Also, Fabrizio Romano revealed that Liverpool gave permission to John Heitinga, who is the assistant manager of Arne Slot, for talks with Ajax as negotiations to become the new head coach are advanced. Liverpool have begun the process of looking at replacements. If the Heitinga deal goes through, it looks likely. I would love Thiago to be the assistant manager at Liverpool. I think he had a great time at Liverpool, and it's a shame that before Thiago came and after Thiago came, we won the league. But when Thiago was in the Liverpool team or in the Liverpool squad, we didn't win the league. So hopefully he could win the league as an assistant manager. I would choose Thiago, but I'm sure that Arne Slot and Liverpool will select the right man for the role if Heitinga leaves for Ajax. But that's the biggest job in the Netherlands, and Heitinga is Dutch, so I fully expect him to take up the Netherlands job as well. And also it was revealed that how actually the car got near the crowd during the parade before the tragic incidents happened. It looks like the police revealed that, of course, the Water Street, it was closed off to traffic, but the car tailgated an ambulance which was attending a suspected heart attack case. So the car went behind the ambulance through the closed, barriers, because they had to open the barriers for the ambulance to pass through. And that's how the car got near the crowd. And thankfully, of the 50 people who got injured, only 11 of them are in hospital. That's still a lot, but at least the rest of them could go home and recover at home. And I wish all those 11 people a quick and speedy recovery, and also hopefully mentally they can recover from this incident, because that's the toughest thing as well. It's such a shame, because this would have been the greatest day in the history of Liverpool, or one of the greatest days in the history of the city and of the history of the Liverpool Football Club, because this trophy parade broke all the previous records. In 2019, after Liverpool won the Champions League, 850,000 people attended the Liverpool parade. This time it was 1.5 million people. So it's a record-breaking parade, and it's a shame that this incident ruined the legendary great day and made it a little bit of a sad one. So my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by the tragic events at the parade. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.